Here we have
1862. Pittsburgh Landing had seen a skirmish, and now the troops had returned.
It was very rainy that spring. So when the Union soldiers came back to camp, they landed in this was like a good spot for landing. So they landed kind of in the same area. And
it was a horror show.
yeah, they just noticed there wasn't like 100 dead or something, like 7, or a few. It was a skirmish. But their bodies were sort of exposed. And then they just kept walking in, and that's where they camped. You can see it's really a beautiful. And like they said in the movie, there were roads, so.
So sad.
We walked the cemetery on the bluff. It's expansive. Here the 16th Wisconsin Color Guard lay, along with so many others. Men from all over America met their death at Shiloh. The casualties numbered around 23,000 at this one battle. I like to read some of the names because when was the last time these names were spoken aloud? There are so many.
G.L. Bowlby, Illinois. C.O. Hamblin, Illinois. Toston Hullique. Llewellyn Williams, Illinois. W.S. Oglesby, Captain, Illinois. J.C. Vaughn, Illinois. Aaron Clark, Illinois. Henry Betterton, Illinois.
So many.
Ohio 14th Battalion. That's where the boats came.
This is the only monument, this is the only regimental monument in the National Cemetery. It's a monument to the 9th Illinois. It does not mark a battle position. The monument honors the regiment that probably is more men buried in the cemetery than any other. It suffered the heaviest losses at Shiloh, 366 killed and wounded out of the 578. In the movie shown at the visitor center, this is the unit that young Cockerill found himself attached to after he became separated from his father.
Oh.
You can walk down to the landing.
Pittsburgh Landing.
The very spot the soldiers entered into destiny. Upon the hill, their exit. The green grass and peaceful day betrays nothing of the carnage that played out here. A deciding battle in a war that would change the nation forever.
This is the site of General Grant's headquarters on the night of April 6th. So that's the night of the first day of the battle. It was pouring rain, and it says here, during the night rain fell in torrents and our troops were exposed without shelter. I made my headquarters under a tree a few hundred yards back from the riverbank. The large oak tree referred to, standing where this marker now stands, was destroyed by a cyclone on October 14th, 1909. So General Grant did approach a log home nearby to try and spend the night there, but it was being used as a hospital and it was just chaos. So he just came back out and spent the night here.
Henry Burke, he was a drummer. 58th Regiment, Ohio Infantry. He was 21 years old.
This land is filled with young men who fought, often not for the ideals which caused the war, but for their states and homes. In those days, people didn't travel very far, and their state was beloved to them. When northern invaders came, they fought. This happened a lot more than modern tellers tell. This cemetery, of course, is filled with the northern invaders. The Confederates didn't get to be buried here.
John W. Bridwell, Iowa. Ralph Kanan, Iowa. Samuel House, Illinois. And the unknown soldier. No rumor of the foe's advance now sweeps upon the wind. No troubled thought at midnight haunts of loved ones left behind.
There are some later burials.
William Allison Watson, Lieutenant, Junior Grade, United States Navy, 1903 to 1930. Killed in an airplane crash while in the service of his country.
And a revolutionary patriot.
William A. Forsyth, Private Company D, 117th Infantry, 30th Division, 1890 to 1918. He gave his life for his country in France. Oscar Hurst, Private Company D, 117th Infantry, 30th Division, 1888 to 1918. Killed in action. Vernon Edward McBride, from Alabama. Gilbert Eugene Smith, Tennessee. Harold Shedd, Tennessee. Sidney H. Wolverton, Tennessee. James O.B. Bearden, Indiana.
The slaughter shocked both sides, who thought the war would be quickly resolved. It wasn't, and the country bathed in blood.
15th Michigan. Thomas Evans, Ohio. Andrew Fogel, Ohio. William Lupton, Ohio. W. McClure. This is the 76th Ohio Regiment. All these graves you see out here, except for a very couple, are Union. There are just as many Confederate buried out here that you can't tell the number of because they're in mass graves. So double the size of the cemetery.
At this one battle.
Charles Beard, Richardson. It's kind of chipped away. From Illinois. W.F. Taylor. J.H. Illinois. Unknown. N.B. Garner, Illinois.
Coming up, we walk into the depths of the battlefield itself and see, through monuments and terrain, what transpired here.